This is the Fight for Your Health, the show that teaches you how to master the fine art of living your life on purpose and have a longer, healthier, and happier life through the martial arts lifestyle. The show is hosted by Professor Buitron and his co-host, Grand Master Richard Hackworth. These two experts have combined their efforts and are on a mission to make the world a safer, healthier, and happier place through the martial arts lifestyle. Now, to tell it like it is, here are your hosts.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's that time of the week that you've all been waiting for, the Fight for Your Health TV show with Professor Buitron. And today we have a very special guest coming to us all the way from India. And Professor Buitron, if you would make the introduction of our guest.
Sure. Today we have a great guest, and we're going to be touching base about Indian wrestling, the culture of weightlifting and all that health benefits. And Guro Jan is going to go ahead and explain to us what happened. Guro, how are we doing today?
Yes, I'm good, sir. I'm very happy here, and I'm very happy that I'm talking with you all. I'm very much happy.
No, we're happy, and the reason is you know, the martial arts is a bond of brothers that are spread out throughout the world. You know, and everybody kind of understands the troubles that they have, the life that we kind of live, and everybody's kind of together in that end. And you know, the same thing is in Florida. You know, you can go ahead and talk a little bit about the martial arts in Florida, GM.
Yes, in Florida, it seems the majority of martial arts schools focus primarily on teaching children. And so it's more sports oriented and a little less self-defense. And unfortunately, when you're focusing on only the sport, there's very little focus on the health benefits beyond just physical conditioning. And so for me, it's a little bit of a struggle because I come from the old school philosophy of that, you know, the martial arts are to develop your mind, body, and spirit. And so I'd like to see a little more of that going on. And actually, that's one of the reasons that I'm so excited about our guest today, because I have a deep respect for the martial arts and training out of India. And as a high school wrestler, I thought I was pretty strong. And we were at a wrestling event where a wrestler was there with the Indian clubs, they were calling them. And I thought, you know, hey, I'm a high school senior. I should be able to do this, right? I couldn't even get them in the proper position to start the exercises that he was doing because of how heavy they were. And it just pointed out to me that there's an amazing difference between physical strength, like from weightlifting alone, and the functional strength and conditioning that comes from doing something like the Indian clubs. And so I'm hoping that our guest can shed a little more light on that and the history of it.
Guro, can you go ahead and tell us the differences between the different clubs and how you got started, and a little bit of that, and enlighten us on this road?
Sure. I would like to tell to you these things that this ancient exercises tool, you can see here, these are the Joris, the Pratyay, the Mugdha, Samtola, and the Joris. These all the exercise tools are very ancient exercise tools. You can say that more than 5,000 years ago, it was a myth, Mahabharat. It's a long history, long stories. I can't tell everything. In that, it used by many warriors. We jump to 1904 and 1930. Before 1850 to 1900, there were British Army in India, and they invented Indian clubs. Indian clubs are like this, and it will be about 1 lbs to 3 lbs only. And I'm very happy to say that in 1904 and 1932 in Olympic, Indian club was a part of Olympic in gymnastics. It was very amazing. And it has 64 swinging style. Whatever I know that it has only 64 exercises style. I mean like this, and you can say you can do many of things like this, and it's good for the shoulders, for the chest, upper chest, for the back, for the wrist position. Now we jump to 1950 to 2000. In this year, in these 50 years, because I write blogs and I visited to many of places in India to know about these exercises tools. I got that the people of India are not happy with these exercises tools. They love to go to gym. They love to go to gym and they take steroid powder and injection, which is not good for them. It's very sad. And because of this, many of akharas are those places at where we swing the joris and the clubs. And these akharas, the gymnasium, you can say the traditional gymnasium, are a spiritual place also, because we must to keep a statue of God Hanuman. And after taking the bath and all, after fresh mind and holy body, we enter in the akharas. Spiritual. Second thing, we must be positive at the time of singing this all exercises too. But from 2000 to 2021, in these 21 years, I hear, I see, and I encourage to many of people, myself too. I saw that many of people swings the Jori and the Gada in India now, and it's spreading in USA, Canada, Singapore, and many of countries, Hungary, Korea. Many of people come to meet to me here in Varanasi. They learn it from me and from my gurus. And there were 105 akharas in Varanasi, but it's very regret to say that only 25 akharas are still alive in Varanasi. Hopefully, next few years, we will see more akharas in other parts of India. I am in Delhi, in Gujarat, in Mumbai, and many of cities you can find akharas. They are very low quality. And people go to do the exercises because the exercise of these traditional akharas is different than a gym. And there, we can't play the music. We can't play the music of hip-hop songs. We can't, because it decreases the minds, and you can get your focus and your concentration will be loose after hearing this type of music. But we go to akharas with fresh mind and positive energy. Second thing, the rule of akharas is difficult. Like what? We can't use the mobile during those periods. I mean, at the time of singing the joris. We must to hear to our gurus. If we will lose our concentration, we can't sing the joris. Three seasons: winter, summer, and the rainy season. It has three types of exercises for this Jori singing, for this Gada singing. In winter, from 15 November to 15th March, we do running in morning every day, no gap. Second, at evening on the same day, we go to akharas to do Hindu push-up and bathak. At least 100 into 5 reps. It means 500 Hindu push-up and 500 bathak. And in morning, running. Running is depend on your capacity. I mean, if you are a new and beginner, then you must to do only 400 meters in 5 rounds, 2000 meter. It means 2 kilometer at least if you are a beginner. And till 15th March, you must to run about 10 kilometer in a day. And during this period, we don't swing the Jori and Gada because in winter, if we swing the heavy Jori, then it can be injured. I mean, sometime in winter, our body will not allow to swing the heavy things. It is the reason. Second, we must to keep the stamina. To make the stamina, we should run and we must to do the Hindu push-up and the bathak. Third thing, from 15th March to 15th September, this is the summer season in India. We swing the Jori and Gada and rope climbing. You can do wrestling. These are the exercises in summer season. I will describe something more about this. And in rainy season, we do the Jori or the Gada only, and on one place. I mean, it should be not much running. It should be not much dand and push up. It should be not much heavy Jori swinging. It should be a light Jori swinging. I mean, up to 10 kgs. I always recommend to everyone, beginner, maestro, and expert. We should try to swing up to 15 kg of Jori and 15 kg of Gada. When we go to many of famous wrestling akharas, we see that they have the stone Gada and the Joris. They wrestle, they do the kushti, but they use this exercise too, but up to 15 kg, not much heavier. Because if they will swing the heavy one, then they can be injured because their procession of exercise is little different than akhara swinging style. It is the reason. But most of the things is similar as a wrestler, and as a pahalwan of swinging Joris and Gada. The diet is the same. We take the milk and the badam, and we use ghee every day. Every day we do this. So and we don't eat the sugar. We use I'm forgetting the name. In English, I'm forgetting the name in English. Very sorry for that. Joggery. I think joggery or something. What will be the name? I don't know. Very sorry for that.
Maybe yogurt.
Yes, I think this.
Yogurt, maybe.
Yes, we use that. We don't eat we don't take the sugar much. It is the thing. We should try to do the best diet, best discipline, whatever the Guru says in our akhara, we follow that. Because of the climate, because of the season, it can be different in another region. I mean, if I follow this time a heavy Jori swinging, then if it is winter time in USA, so you should not follow the same thing. You should follow the another thing which is allowed in winter season. Almost everything is the same, but depend on the weights.
Let me
It is
ask
the
you this
thing.
question. Let me ask you this question, Guru. Excuse me for interrupting. Can you show us the differences in the swinging?
Yes, sure, I can. I would like to show 4 or 5 things. It is Karla Kattai, shaped wooden clubs. It is the Karla Kattai. It is famous in South India. South India. The same thing. The Indian clubs, the Karla Kattai, the Mugdar, the Jori, and the Persian mill. Persian mill originated from India because Iran was the part of India. And the culture of Iran and India is same. It is called the culture of Mesopotamia. There is many of books. You must to read that to know more similarities between the culture of Iran and India. So these all are the things are similar to each other, but the swinging style is the different. It is Karla Kattai. It has also 64 variation of swinging style, like that. The Karla Kattai should be not much heavy. We always recommend 5 to 8 kgs of Karla Kattai.
Okay.
The Karla Kattai can be swing in two, in a pair, and a single also. And most of Karla Kattai has 4 varieties, and Karla Kattai must be lighter in weight. I mean 5 kgs. These are the things I have mentioned. The Indian clubs already.
Right. Now these are the Indian clubs.
Yes, Indian clubs. It has the name Indian, but is it invented by the British Army? You can say it was the part of British Army.
Okay.
It is wooden gada. Wooden gada. We use the stone gada also. For this, your gripping, your wrist must be at your belly bottom.
Okay.
From here to here. From here to here. From here to here. But if you are a Jori swinger or the Persian mill swinger, then it will help to you to swing the heavy one. If you swing with one arm, it will help to you.
Understood.
It is wooden clubs. Now it is the Jori.
And there's
The
different
Jori
weights
is,
of the jury, right?
yes, we should swing from 5 kgs to 20 kgs of the Joris for everyone. But if you want to do the Pahalwani, I mean, you must, if you want to compete, then you must to go up to 30 kg, up to 40 kgs of Jori. It is 5 kg each. So we swing like this. By keeping on the shoulder, it is the easiest one. For a beginner, it must be on the shoulder. But if you swing like this without touching the shoulder, it is more better. It is best. Here, you must to notice one thing, that this Joris is a shield. The first one, the left Joris, is the shield, and the right hand Jori is the sword.
Okay.
In the battle, the warriors use the sword and the shield like this by keeping. It is the same thing. It is the same thing. It is the same thing. So next is 8 kgs of Jori, and it is 13 kgs of Jori. And the Persian mills looks like this Indian Jori. I mean,
Right.
the fat. It must be the fat, the Persian mills. You can't find the narrow Persian mills, but you can find the Indian Jori in narrow shape. And in Jori, we use the iron ring on the bottom. How to put it off? Put it off like this. Always like this. And the Mugdar. It is the Mugdar. It has long handle than a Jori, because the Mugdar can be used with 2 arms like Gada. It is the best for a beginner. It is the best.
Are these each one from a different region, or they're all specific to your region?
Yes, it is. These all are. These all originate from this different region. Yes, it is. If you will go to Delhi, Punjab, Haryana, you can find the Mugdar, not the Jori. You can find, but very rare. I live in North India, so here you can find the Jori. And the Mugdar also can be swung like this.
In one hand.
So I say the Mugdar is the combo pack of the Gada and the Jori. By this, you can use as a Gada, and you can use it like the Jori.
Absolutely. Now, Guru,
Like the Jori. Yes.
if people would want to get or want to buy some, because those are going to be very hard to get here in the United States, where can they get a hold of you, or can they reach out to you to buy some?
Yes, the people can buy it from my website. The contact number and the email ID is mentioned on my website. The website is www.gyanindianjori.com, and Gyan Indian Jori is my firm name. It is my website name, and you can find to me on Instagram also. From there, you can ask to me the products and the weights, and I can send it in worldwide, in any country in the world. I can send it at cheapest cost. The cost will be including the shipping charge, and it will reach up to 2 weeks, and it will be in your hand.
Absolutely. What I'll do is at for those that are interested in getting some juries from them, we'll list the website where they can get it at the bottom of the description here on YouTube. And how can, you know, with all this knowledge, because that's a lot of exercise there, it's a lot of conditioning in there. GM, what do you think the martial art community would do? Do you think the martial art community would work out on this if it was available to them?
Yeah, I think that, you know, for the martial arts, you know, a lot of it historically, you know, originating in India and then spreading to Asia and around the world, I think that it would be like returning to our roots to do these types of exercises. And I have a couple of questions. One, I know that I appreciate that he made some very interesting points about the different types of clubs and the different types of swings that they do. But he mentioned also about a diet. And I have an Indian wrestler that I met who shares your family name, Guru. His name is Singh. And I was surprised to find out that he's a vegetarian. And I was wondering, is the diet that you do, is that also considered vegetarian?
Yes, most of Pahalwans take that vegetarian diet. I too take the vegetarian food because at night after taking the dinner, we drink the milk. And if we eat the chicken or the meat, and especially the fish, then it is not good for our intestine, for anyone. If a person drink the milk and after and he eats the fish, it is not correct formation of a food, and it will be just like a poison. It's why we avoid the non-vegetarian food. We avoid.
Well, I really appreciate your answer. And then also, when we post the video description, we would like to include your website to make it easy for our viewers to locate you and to order the clubs if they wish. And then also, I just want to thank our viewers today. And for you, I'm not sure what time it is in your local time this morning here for us.
It is 7 p.m. in India.
Yes. Yeah. So we appreciate your time and thank you for being a guest on the show. We invite all of you who are watching to like and subscribe to this channel, to leave us some comments about today's show. And if you have questions specifically for Guru, then we recommend that you visit his website and contact him through there.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Guru,
before ending this, I would like to show to you one more ancient exercise tool. It is
sure.
called Samtola. It is called Samtola. The most of wrestler, it means 99% of wrestler use this Samtola. How to do this? It is not for swinging. It is just like a lifting, and it has 2 handles. One more thing. Many of people say to me that how can we get a good body shape after doing this ancient exercise? Yes, definitely you can get good body shape plus your strength. Strength is important. Third thing is a good body with good health. After going to gym, you can get a good body shape, surely, but not good health. But if anyone swing these Joris and swing lift the dish, some tolas, then he can get the good body, good health. And you can do it like this also. Like this. If you want, you can. It is not a part of the exercise of ancient exercise of akhadas. But if you think, if you are a newcomer, if you are a beginner, then you can do it. But the first
Absolutely.
exercise is from ancient exercise of akhadas. Thank you.
No, thank you. We appreciate your knowledge and what you've shared with us. And this is very, very, very beneficial to everybody that's out there, especially the guys that are going into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, wrestling, boxing, savate. This is very essential because it keeps you functioning, keeps you moving. A lot of times, a lot of lifting weights and going to the dumbbells can literally tighten your body up. And people say, would it make you slower? In due aspect, it will in time. So that's why you always have to be cross training and being pulled out of the weights and making you limber again. But with these functional type of exercises, the body's getting natural strength. And
Yes.
that's why you start seeing now in CrossFit a lot of axe and heavy hammers hitting against tires because those are functional strength exercises. And this is the same thing as you're doing here. These are exercises that the more you do it, the repetitiveness is what's going to get you to be conditioned a little bit more. And so these are excellent. I want to thank you again, both of you. I want and those watching out there, pay close attention with what the guru said because um, these they grew up in the Agadas and they are the ones that are teaching it now. And do follow him. He has an excellent channel as well. And everybody, you all have a good one. Guru, we'll see you soon. GM, we'll see you
Yes, thank you.
until next
Blessings
time.
to all.
Much
Thank you,
peace.
sir. Thank you.
Peace.
I'm very happy.